Let's see. Okay. Nope. Nope. Talk to Joshua. See what his side quest is.
Clive.
George, hello.
This is it then, brother.
Our last dance with Ultima awaits. Only the founder knows what awaits up there.
Indeed.
Actually, hold on. Let me respond. How are you, George? Indeed, but whatever we find, we shall overcome. It would not do to disappoint our friends. What else? They all believe in you, Clive. They would follow you to the ends of the earth if they could.
You're wrong.
You're good. Just currently trying out the new WWE 2K23 DLC. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. You're wrong. My friends don't follow me. They spur me on. I couldn't have made it this far without them, nor without you, Joshua. You gave me your blessing and made me your shield. Without you, I don't know how I would have even survived. Even when we were apart, you were always there with me, and I trust you'll be with me now until the end.
Of course.
Whatever that may be. Whenever that may be. This one adds Bray. Oh, the DLC added Bray? Nice.
Joshua, what's wrong? And don't say nothing. It's not nothing. I've received word from Cyril. The Undying have found Father's will. Or something akin to it. His will. How? Where? In the crypt beneath Rosalith Castle.
Which
was kind enough to drive out the Imperials.
Randomly Uncle Howdy as a bonus character. I don't know that I know who Uncle Howdy is. What version of Bray did it add?
Of doing so, they found a letter
Like
from
which
Father.
Bray Wyatt character?
Surprised anything survived down there. Cyril asked that I join him in Tabor at my convenience. I have been meaning to go, but would you join me?
Of course.
Of course. I want to know what's in that letter as much as you do.
The latest one to
Very well.
return. Okay.
I am
Cool.
ready to leave when you are.
Well, I gotta talk to a lot of other people about side quests.
There's something about it.
Sid, I was wondering if you could help me.
It depends
Maybe.
what with.
A bearer, but recently freed from his bonds, is keen to join the Curse Breakers.
Okay.
As you know, the work we do is not easy, which is why we test every volunteer's suitability. I was hoping you could oversee this one's evaluation.
I don't mind, but why this one?
Yeah, why this?
Because he wants to be a scout.
Oh.
Our ranks are filled with men and women capable of breaking chains and putting slavers to the sword. But scouting, we're few with the nose for that, which is why we still rely so heavily on Gav.
True.
And
But we
since he
could use more
accompanies you on
scouts.
so many of your missions, I thought you might be better placed to recognize the traits in him that we should look for.
You still haven't finished
in those
16
of
yet?
his boots.
Sounds reasonable.
Well,
So you're happy to oversee the boys' test then?
it can take a while.
One can never.
It's got
have
a
too
lot of
many
stuff to do.
scouts.
Truer words, Sid. I'll let the initiate know that you'll be attending his trial, and that he is to proceed directly to Northreach in readiness.
No time like the present, eh?
No time like the present. I'll await you there.
Okay, what other...
Northreach.
Oh my god, why are there so many?
Somewhere closer.
Alright, since we're right here, let's speak with Vivian.
Vivian, I read your note, and I'd be happy to help you find the book you're looking for.
Thank you, Clive. But tracking it down will not be easy. Are you sure?
Please. You have always granted me your wisdom and insight whenever I asked. It's only right that I return the favor. Or at least attempt to.
You are too kind. Alas, what I ask of you is rather more trying than delivering the odd lecture. I spoke with Harpocrates to see if he had any inkling as to where another copy might be found, but... But perhaps it is best that you hear the details from him.
If you say so.
Forgive me, Clive, for asking this of you. But this book, it set me on the path to becoming who I am today. Its importance cannot be overstated.
Okay. Actually kind of missed that conversation, but I'm sure I'll find out later. There is one upstairs finally. Nice. Alright, what do you want, child?
Something happened to me.
Sid, you have to help us.
I don't have to.
What? You didn't take apart another of Mid's contraptions, did you?
No? Well, yes. But that's not what we want to talk to you about.
It's Miss Midadol. She's been acting strange.
That's...
Very strange. She's barely ever around.
When she is, she acts like we aren't even there. Her head's in a crowd.
A
In
cloud?
the clouds.
That's what I said. In the clouds.
Well, she does have a lot on her mind. When did you last see her?
Not long ago. Ah, right after she got back from saving you from Stonear.
I think it's
Then
funny
it's
that they have
probably
like
just about the Enterprise.
2 models for the kids.
It did take quite a battering on the way there and back.
You didn't break it, did you, Sid?
Yes.
You really should be more careful
No,
around
actually
Miss
Mid
Midadol's
broke it
inventions.
on her own.
Oh, don't listen to her. Even if you did break the Enterprise, you could put it back together, couldn't you?
But who's going
Children.
to put Miss Midadol back together? She seems really sad.
A little worried about Mid
Why
myself
don't I go
then.
and see if I can cheer her up?
You do that? For us?
Well, maybe more for Mid than you.
Don't scare him. It's not a real dungeon.
Yeah, I'm not scared
Thanks for
of...
the warning.
Wait. George, how... I'm really far in the game, so these side quests may give out some information you don't know yet. Yes, there's a character named Mid.
I will not let them be forgotten. Sid, may I have a moment?
Of course.
It is an honor to finally
How
speak
far
with
did you... How
My
far
name
did
is
you gotten?
Herman. I've been with the Cursebreakers for some time now, and I wish to be deployed to Ash. Any assignment will do.
No. The lands across the
Hey,
Narrow
Tristan,
too
how are you?
dangerous. I will not send good men and women to risk their lives needlessly. Why would you want to go back?
I need to retrieve something. Something important.
Oh, guess I'm going back
I
to
was
Ash.
Raised in an orphanage. The Badbach Conservatory.
I've been there.
Or rather,
I'm pretty good.
I
How
was
are you?
held captive there.
Oh, I already asked that.
It was not a place of nurture. It existed solely to turn bearer children into mindless
job, Brain.
weapons. We were tortured until we feared no pain. Tormented until our hearts turned to stone. And few ever survived long enough to become tools of the last king.
You've already seen some spoilers. You're not that fussed.
I lost so many.
Only got to the first time you ever get to this place? Okay.
I can't even remember all their names. But they must be remembered. They cannot fade away, faceless and forgotten. The Institute was run with military precision. Every child measured.
Measured?
Every name recorded.
Why are we
Every
measuring
breath
children?
Logged with meticulous care.
You want the ledger?
Sid,
The registry?
allow me to travel to Ash and recover the registry so that my brothers and sisters might live on.
I'll go get it. It's fine.
You are a good friend, Herman. But the fact remains that Ash is simply too dangerous.
Sid, please. Even should it cost me my life.
Too dangerous for you, Herman. But not for me. I'll go to Bad Bach and find the registry.
You will?
I sure will.
I won't let you risk your life.
I don't know how to thank you.
You can start by telling me where I'll find this orphanage.
Vida Grace.
No, I already know. I
In a
know where it
forest.
is. I've been there.
Overlooking the plains.
All right. I'll see what I can find there.
May the mothers guide you.
Alright, one more. That's true. It wouldn't be there if I wasn't. Look at Torgal being so pensive.
Hiding for something, boy. What is it? What do you see out there? I never did ask where you got that anklet of yours.
From Sid, that's why. On the day he brought him home.
That long ago?
It's probably too
And
tight
you're
around
only
his
thinking to
leg.
ask this now? Sid saw that the pup had a habit of gnawing on his leg, since you ask. Clap that there iron on him to keep him from doing it.
What was wrong?
You're surprised by the gingerbread
I'll
man?
take it like as not. Must have been hard on the poor whelp losing his loving masters at such a young age. Doubly hard in being a frost wolf, torn away from his icons and all. Sid would always tell him, "You want that iron gone, you find what it is you're looking for." I reckon what he were looking for was you.
It's
I'm
true.
sorry, Torgal. Sorry for making you wait so long.
Hmm.
Let's get that thing off you.
Oh, or not.
Doesn't sound like he wants it off.
Indeed. You miss Sid as much as the rest of us, don't you? You want me to go with you somewhere?
Bark is yes, growl is no. Alright, I guess we're
Good
following
find, yeah.
Torgal.
Glad you've been paying attention.
Not nearly as much as you have, Lady Karen.
Aye, good thing and all.
You hear something
It's not
crazy?
Like Gandalf
Sure.
kept him in nuts and rubbed his belly these past 10 summers.
Your kindness is appreciated. You've been a good friend to him.
Only because he doesn't talk back like the rest of you. Go on now.
Where to then, Torgal?
Where are we going with Torgal? Right, where is the last one?
Say what you will, Lady Karen has seen herself.
Must be down here. Not yet, Torgal. Doris.
Sid, do you have a
Looking
moment?
back on your PlayStation
By all
history and
means.
didn't realize you played
It's my old
WWE
master.
2K16 for 180
Seems there's no
hours.
escaping her.
What did
She
I
found
do
some
for that
notes in
much
the
time?
altar, and something else.
Who knows?
Records from a Waluda
Character
prison.
creation.
Seems they were keeping a lot of bearers there.
How did she come by such a thing?
Finding bearers always was her strong point. And it seems the cells of Balmung Dark are full of them. Foreign captives, the masterless.
Oh, I know where that is too.
Bearers no one would miss. And even better for her, bearers with no one to look after them. When ether started lapping at the walls, the jailers fled.
Nectar in the
Leaving
distance.
the bearers to be liberated by whoever happened to come along next.
Sid, I'd like to believe that I've earned your trust by now. And while I'm well aware that you've forbidden Cursebreakers from traveling to Waloed, I can't let those bearers die in their cells. I'd rather risk shipwreck on the Shadow Coast than leave them to starve.
Then we go together.
We'll be needing the Enterprise.
You
if
did
we're
win
going to
every single
navigate the
title,
Narrow.
though.
Does that
That would do
mean-
it.
I'm making an exception, but we travel together, and we stay no longer than we have to. Ash is an inhospitable place at the best of times. We save as many as we can, and we leave.
Thank you, Sid. There was a name in the prison register. A name from my past. Chadwick. Another of my former master's protégés. A gifted soldier, and the closest thing I had to family. The thought of him held captive in that place.
He must be very important to you.
Can't wait to
He
see
was.
whatever we're gonna fight there.
Is.
Then we find him.
The entrance to the prison lies in the shadow of Ravenwit walls.
I know
just
where it
beyond the
is.
portcullis. We should head there as quickly as we can. I only pray there are still bearers alive to save.
As do I, Doris.
All right, but Torgal first. Maybe we're gonna find him a matching gauntlet for... Actually, let's go talk to Tomes first, since that one's here.
Ah, Clive, my boy. What a pleasure it is to see you.
Hippocrates.
Torgal takes priority.
There's something
Yes.
I need to ask you. I've been charged with locating a book called From a Distance.
And you seek a rare gem indeed. One whose name I had not thought to hear from your lips. You've been talking to Vivian.
I sure have.
Right as always. But she didn't seem keen to tell me very much. I take it she didn't like what you had to say.
And yet I gather it did naught to dissuade her. Clive, if the young professor has tasked you with obtaining a copy, I fear she asks the impossible. The executors would not allow it.
The executors?
Coveters of secrets.
I love that there's just like...
organization committed to the collection and intenebration of forbidden texts.
I feel like
and
the world's in a
technologies.
place now where none of
One
that really
such
matters.
text being the tome Vivian seeks, chronicling as it does the true history of the enslavement of bearers.
Then we definitely
Tale
need
which
it.
could overturn the established order were it ever to become widely known.
That's kind of what we're trying to do
Or
here.
So rumor has it. I've never actually read the thing, or even set eyes on it for that matter.
How is it that I haven't heard of this organization?
Why, secrecy is the executor's watchword. They lurk in the shadows, emerging only to seize that which must be seized, be it books, inventions, or people, before disappearing again, leaving nary a trace.
Which would explain why Vivian's copy was snatched from her grasp not long after she found it.
By the hand of the executors, yes.
But what drives them? Self-interest or ideology?
Let's find
Fine
one and
question.
ask.
Sadly, all that is known of the executors can be recounted in a single breath. You may just as soon ask me of their origins, numbers, or the identities of their leaders. Any answer I give would be pure speculation.
Then my hunt was doomed from the first. What was Vivian expecting? That I'd pluck it from thin air?
Not from thin air, no. From ash.
Ash.
Rumors of the executors are rife among the scholars of Storm, but rather less so across the strait. I have a friend. Well, I had a friend in the village of Garnick, a collector of rare tomes, upon which subject we would oft
I
correspond.
don't recognize Garnick. I wonder-
Alas,
That could be
I
that
have heard
small
not from him since
village.
the skies fell dark.
One area.
And no doubt he too has turned.
Oh,
But
that's true.
though he did not mention it by name, it is possible that a surviving copy of From a Distance yet rests upon one of his many shelves.
Another
quietly
thing to get
awaiting
in
discovery.
Ash. Nice.
If you were, by some chance, able to save even a single book from the poor man's library, I know his soul would rest easier.
Very well. When I next find myself in Waloed, I'll be sure to pay Garnick a visit.
Okay. So now if I go here... Aiming high. Just want some details. Give me details. Oh, I have to go talk to Mid. All right. I want to do all the conversations here at the base before I leave. So let's go talk to Mid.
Say what you will. Lady Karen has seen herself.
I will say what I will. Should have talked to Mid right away. The children.
Has Mid at all mentioned a new project yet?
Not yet. Hi, some children were worried about you.
Mid, if you have a...
That's it! I knew it! The answer was right here under my arse all along!
It's a weird place to have an answer.
Skies, nothing will.
To the skies? You aren't trying to give the Enterprise wings, are you?
We're gonna fly.
What else would I be doing?
The children seem to think you're avoiding them. They're worried about you. Is this really so important that you need to shut yourself away from everyone?
Yes.
The Enterprise is already the fastest ship in the realm, and that's with the sea beneath her. But what if she weren't bound to the waves? What if she weren't bound to anything at all?
Wow, gravity.
It's not fair. The gods get the skies all to themselves, so I'm gonna do something about it. The Fallen had their chance, but they relied too much on magic. And see where that got them? But not me. I've discovered how to do it without. Well, almost. First I need to make a prototype.
Of course.
And is that a one-woman job?
Are you volunteering? I'll have you know the Enterprise is my baby. But
her
if
baby.
the Godfather's offering to lend a hand, I'd be happy to take it. First, I'll need oil. And not just some old drippings from Miss Molly's spits in the Tub and Crown. Refined stuff, like they make in Ordil.
Okay.
Then I'll need some bone, or shell. Light, strong, preferably no longer attached to the beast it belongs to.
If it's beast bones you're after, I'm sure the curse breakers will know where you
No,
might
we're gonna have
find
to
some.
go hunt something.
No, they'll know where you might find some. You're the one who offered to help, remember?
I should speak with one of the curse breakers before I set off for Old Hill. See if I can't find this bone while I'm there as well.
Okay, well, I'm not going to talk to all of them right now. Unless it's just one. Well, it's just going to be like 4 of them. This lady is still standing here.
All right, Sid. Come to buy us around, have you?
Maybe.
Only if you earn it. Mid needs a piece of light but durable bone for her next project. You've encountered your share of beasts on your travels across the realm. Any ideas?
Big horns.
Most bones are the same. Whack 'em hard enough and they'll break. If it's durability you're looking for,
Adamantoise
will serve you better. You know what an adamantus is?
Adamantus.
And I know to give them a wide berth.
Whatever, we'll be
Will
fine.
any old adamantus do?
Well, with shells, the older the harder. There's a rumour of an ancient adamantus down in Karava, near Old Bidza. Or what's left of the village anyway.
Old Bidza.
But don't expect to make quick work of the bastard. There's a reason it's lived as long as it has.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
Okay. Neat. Alright, let's go talk to Torgal.
All right, Torgal. Where are you taking me? I'm going to need a little bit more than that, boy.
Why can't you read his mind, Clive?
Do you have a better hint for me? Unless you've already given me one. Back on the rear deck, you were looking west, toward Rosaria.
Looking more that way, but sure. Well, maybe if it was on the angled part.
Why don't we try the rookery? haven't been to the island in almost 20 years.
The Rookery, huh?
To Port Isolde, then. Fingers crossed the old mooring is still there.
All right. So, no, I don't want to go there. Yes, I know where I am. Thank you. All right, so since this is a lot on the way, let's go here. Are there even people down here anymore? Thought this place was cleared out. Oh. Oh, they just left some oil. Perfect.
Needs
Shipwright's tallow.
After what happened here, it's a miracle there was any left at all.
Then we make for Port Isolde.
Ready, go?
Have care.
Oh, is Joshua with me? Interesting. No, thank you.
I can walk from here.
I mean, we don't have to. We could just run people over with the chocobo. Excuse us, we need to get through.
We thought we'd be fine. The Imperials promptly quit their posts.
Okay, I don't... Oh. Whoops.
As word of Dominion's fall came.
Yeah.
Rosfield, Hydar's...
That makes more sense. Amazing, there just happens to be a boat here. Untouched by everything that's happened.
Here. After all these years. Lot smaller than I remember. And you're a lot bigger. You might have to swim, boy. I wasn't being serious.
You two go on without me. I doubt that boat will hold a third.
If you're sure, we won't be long. Hop in, boy. This place hasn't changed at all. The rookery's right through those trees. Come on.
The rookery.
Race you there? I bet I could still beat you. Here we are. This was our hideaway. Wasn't it, Torgal?
Little baby Torgal.
Coming here helped me to forget who I was. Or wasn't. Prince, shield. Son his mother could love. Had I been any one of those things? Perhaps. What is it, boy?
A sword.
This is all from the castle. In Phoenix Gate.
Joshua?
Did
Oh.
you bring these here?
Huh.
My sparring sword. Well. You never stopped looking for me, did you, boy? Thank you, Torgal.
Torgal is the best boy.
For never giving up. For never forgetting. Let's take this with us, shall we? So I don't forget either.
Something new for the wall. Anything else up here? Okay, but there was like an item that I didn't get a chance
That's not the
to
way
get.
back to the boat, Torgal.
Torgal's like, I know. There's something I want to show you.
All right. I'm coming.
Oh, no, I guess I got it. Alright, let's go.
I think I know where we're going.
Well, I don't. It's a nice ass shot. Wish it wasn't with the guys all messed up. Tell him, Torgal.
People always talk about the importance of putting the past behind you. But without it, we wouldn't be who we are today. And we certainly couldn't steer our way to a better tomorrow. Come on, Torgal. Let's go home.
Quest complete. Nice. Now I can get those Genji gloves too. Ooh. Increases Torgal's attack potency. I might put that on. Are we just gonna be back? Oh, we're back here, okay. Joshua had to stay there.
Sorry for the wait. We're ready.
No, we're not. Let's do gear. If I put that on, it still doesn't bring them all the way up. If I don't have it on. Give me all that HP. Alright, wait, what do I still have to do in Odd Hill? Aiming high. Oh. Oh. I actually didn't know it listed stuff out like that for you. Now I know. Not me on the last set of side quests like, oh, there's actually useful information in the side quest shit. Nope, I went too far. Good shake, Torgal. Oh, well, that worked. Why does this feel so loud in my ears? That's why, because it was really loud. Oh, and I leveled up. Nice. Alright, let's see if we can find this other thing of oil. Nope. 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 Ha, there it is.
This should be enough.
Alright, so that's everything here. Where to next? Guess we'll start here. Oh, there's another one. There's a new side quest down there. Be side questing for a while. Alright, so... I thought he was gonna run off.
Here to help me pack? Thanks,
Okay.
but I'll be traveling light. I'm almost finished already, in fact.
You're really going to go through with this then?
I am. But before I go, there is one small issue I'd like your assistance with. Well, two, in fact.
If it's within my power to help you, I will.
It's the children. I refuse to let them share in my disgrace. And if I leave them here, they surely will. Our friendship would see them ostracized forever. But I can't take them with me either. I can think of only one place where they are certain to be safe and provided for and loved. The hideaway.
Of course.
Of course. The children would be more than welcome.
Thank you, Clive. I will not forget this.
Lubor, are you still here?
What is it, Ferda? You look pale.
There's been a flood in the Velcroy, a damn big one. The League of Outlaws encampment was completely submerged in ether.
What?
Every last one of the bastards has turned. And they're headed this way.
Of course they are.
Bandits are one thing, but Akashic bandits are quite another. The town guard won't stand a chance against them.
Good thing I'm here.
We need to evacuate. There's no time to lose. Ferda, gather the men. The Akashic may strike at any moment. We must make ready to cover the townspeople's escape. Well, what are you waiting for?
Yes, my lord.
Let us go out and run.
Clive, change of plan. The children stay with me for now. I need you to find Conrad and Natalie.
Ugh.
Tell them to prepare for a full and immediate evacuation.
Understood.
I'll do what I can to convince everyone else. Wish me luck.
Okay, come on. Come on.
You have to listen to me. They're coming. You need to evacuate.
Know your place, Bearer.
Why do they always
Know your place, Bearer. What a jerk.
Ah, it's you.
Lord
What do you
Underhill.
want, Lord Underhill?
To pass on an important message. There's been an ether flood out in the Velcroy. The camp where the so-called League of Outlaws were gathering has been swallowed. They're no longer just bandits. They're Akashic now. and they could be here at any moment. You need to begin preparing
we
for
gotta
a full-scale evacuation
evacuate.
right away.
Oh, do we? And who was it who gave you this disturbing news, might I ask?
Lubor, perhaps.
Further?
The man spreading the same poison out in the square as we speak. You may believe his lies, my lord, but we know better.
But why would he lie about something like this?
Some twisted attempt at revenge, perhaps.
With
If he had
everything
not
that's
been
happened.
unmasked, he may well have been elected our leader. A great honor for one of his kind. One he might well feel aggrieved at having been denied.
Lord Underhill, forgive me, but it has become all too evident where your sympathies lie. Lubor cannot be trusted, and neither, therefore, can you.
You may not trust me, but for the sake of your people, ask yourselves if there is any chance that this is true.
There isn't. You can be certain of that. Now be off with you.
I mean, I'll go fight them
You're
and
making a mistake.
Come, Clive. If our words will not move them, then we must find another way to help save the town.
You're right. Let's speak to Lord Furder.
Listen to me. They're
he's
coming.
still over here.
You need to evacuate.
Where's Furder?
Your place, bearer.
You lied about being one of us.
That's not
and you're
Furder.
lying now.
Where's Furder? Oh. Way down there. Okay. Not there.
I think we'd better shut up. What's Lubor raving about now?
Well, what's Lubor raving about now?
Lord Furder.
Furder.
Sid, what's wrong? I went to warn Conrad and Natalie about the Akashic, but they wouldn't listen. They've convinced themselves that nothing Lubor says can be trusted. The bloody fools. Which means the town guard can't be counted on for support. But I can. If there's anything I can do to help you defend Dalamil, you only have to ask.
I appreciate it.
Sid! Further! I've been looking for you
Oh,
everywhere.
that's Victor. Okay.
Victor? I thought you'd left.
I couldn't abandon a friend in need. And Lubor is in need at this very moment. Come quickly.
I mean, if they're all like yelling at him and calling him dumb, like being dumb, the fact that he hasn't used his magic on them, they should.
You have to believe me. The Akashic are coming. They don't eat. They don't sleep. They don't tire. And they don't care who they kill. They're unlike anything that's come before. There will be no parley, no mercy granted. We may have saved the town once, but this is different. I do not ask that you forgive me, but please believe me.
To forgive you for what? Just being yourself?
Die.
And not broadcasting that you can use magic?
Die.
You'd like that, wouldn't you, bearer?
No.
Yeah, with us out of the way, your kind will be free to claim Dalamil for yourselves.
Why would he have saved you before then?
Run, bearer!
Yeah, run! Far, far away!
Just go, bearer! Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Go. Come on, then.
Go on.
Just go.
Lubor.
Wait. Someone's coming.
Go. Come on.
Stop! You're hurting him!
Like, some of the areas I get, but like this story doesn't really make sense to me because he helped save the town. So even if they don't like him because he's a bear, you can't say that he's trying to kill them all. He literally saved the town.
Keeps all of you safe.
How are the children the most
Nothing he wouldn't
this town.
Are the smartest ones here.
Who was it who made that cleaver you use every day, Conrad?
And what about your counting table, Natalie? Who fixed that?
Whose men make sure the streets are clean so all your boots don't get dirty?
Who spends all day, every day making sure things run smoothly round here?
Damn, it sounds like he already is the mayor.
None of you ever say thank you, ever.
It's a good point, Renz.
But did Lubor ever complain? Well, does he ever stop smiling?
Imagine getting roasted by 2 children.
And you act like it doesn't even exist.
Lubor, we've heard enough.
No!
We will not run. The town guard will not abandon the very place it is sworn to protect.
And I will not give up for lost the stores that we labored so hard to fill.
So tell us, how do you propose we deal with these Akashic of yours?
Drop bombs.
We won't run, but we will fight.
All right, then. Fine. Gather round if you don't want to die.
Okay, but I think we should still go out and kill some of the Akashic, whatever this big group is. Just that way the town doesn't have to take on too many.
Allow me to explain the situation. The ether flood occurred near the village of Cheratina, deep in the Velcroy. The place had been abandoned for years, until the League of Outlaws decided to make it their base of operations. Now they're all turned, and if the scouts' reports are correct, heading in this direction.
They are mindless monsters, driven only by hate and rage, and they are utterly unpredictable. With the bandits, we at least knew how and where they were likely to attack. When these creatures come, Dalamil will have the bitterest fight it has ever faced on its hands. The town guard will muster at the north gate. The rest of us will take the south. Both forces will provide men to serve as scouts and messengers, ready to spread word of the size and nature of the Akashic force as soon as it is spotted. And as soon as it has been, we will converge on its position and see that it is driven back from Dalamil at all costs.
Okay.
Conrad, can I count on the support of the town guard?
Always.
I leave the selection and coordination of the messengers in your hands, Victor. And the command of our men in yours, Ferda. If you would both be so kind.
Consider it done. As you wish.
Natalie, I would ask that you and your people have the townsfolk barricade themselves inside the bathhouse. And tell the merchant not to waste time securing anything beside the essentials. Preserving life is our one and only concern. As long as we survive, it doesn't matter what trinkets we might lose. Our riches can be regained. And if anyone doubts that, let it be known that the Briar's Kiss stands ready to cover any losses.
Very well. I shall tell them.
Where do I fit into this plan?
Where else but the most perilous place of all? I would like you to travel to the home of our erstwhile League of Outlaws, Cheratina itself. The main host is most likely still there, and Dalamil will not be safe until it is eradicated, root and branch.
A little gardening. How pleasant.
Let's go.
I doubt it. I have a feeling these weeds will be particularly stubborn.
Luckily, so am I.
So you are. All right then, we all know what we have to do. Now it's simply a matter of doing it.
For Dalimil.
For Dalimil.
Looks like everyone's ready. I'd better not keep them waiting.
Make for... That's what I thought. Alright. Let's get past...
That will keep some of them out. Any man sighting an
barricades.
Akashic is to raise the alarm immediately.
Give me the bird. Bird.
Faster. Caution, brother.
Guess I could have fast traveled to the other obelisk, but whatever. Oh, this is a ridge. Can we... Nice. I love chocobos.
There it is. The flood. But what's waiting for us inside?
Hi, Khan. How are you? Thank you for letting me know. I didn't quite get that one. Oh, of course there's a wall in the way. Doing good, had a very lazy day. That's nice. Mine was good. A lot quieter than the last couple days, which is nice. What did I say while I was muted? I think I just said I'm back. Yeah, probably nothing that important. Hello, Akashic creatures.
Can't leave a single one alive.
Well, oh, hi. I have something for all of you. It's a little chilly. I was not muted for the whole stream. I just got back from a break. Wait, what's this item? Alright, nice, 50 gil. Blue stuff in the desert, something store related? Yes. So I will not explain. Where's that enemy? Oh, hello.
Nice try. Nice try.
Well, that's not who I wanted to do that to, but that's fine. I like all the like metal clinking sounds. Nice. Oh, I have enough ability points. I can switch. Oh, now there's going to be a cutscene.
The League is disbanded.
Clive's got
I
jokes.
should get back to Dalimil and see how the others fared.
Oh, I wonder, Khan, if you meant like overall, like the whole thing. This is
All the Akashic we were able to find have been dealt with. Seems that might be the last of them.
Last of them here, perhaps.
How did that happen? How long have I been muted?
Clive has returned.
Like in the middle of the last thing I said? Probably when I moved the
Clive! What news from Charatina?
controller cord.
It's done.
Okay, well.
Root and branch.
I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Thank you, my lord.
Amazing that I managed to hit like the one button probably.
Friends, the Horde
Or
has
one
been driven
oh maybe
back. The Akashic have been defeated.
maybe the cursor was
We need
still
not fear
over
the arrival of any more, thanks
like
to
the
Clive.
icon for muting and unmuting
Victory
and
is
the
ours.
board accidentally hit my touchpad.
Bloody did it!
We saved Dalamil.
Lubor, allow me to apologize.
You thought I was joking
After all
around with
you
the
have done for
spoilers?
this
No.
town,
I would never
we
do
should
that.
never have doubted you.
But we did. And for that we are...
Oh, I see what you
truly
mean. Like I
sorry.
was like, oh, this thing
We
mute.
only hope that you can forgive us.
We need you, Lubor. Dalamil needs you. So, if you would still like to be considered for the position of mayor, you have our backing.
You do remember that I'm a bearer, don't you?
We do. But that is not a stain on your character. It is a stain on ours. We thought only of what we perceived bearers to be, not what you truly are. The man who saved Dalimil twice over.
I see. But I will only accept your proposal on 2 conditions.
Name them.
You just be reading some nerds.
Firstly,
Will you listen then if story stuff is... No.
that you will
Well,
both do everything
I
in your
mean,
power to
yes and
rally
no.
your
Like, these
people
are all
to my
side
cause.
quests that I'm doing right now, but
If the town
it's
guard
a lot
and
of them are
merchants
like
league do
wrapping
not
up
accept my
things in
leadership,
different areas,
it will
so
be doomed
kind
from
of.
the start. Unity is the key to defending Dalamil, and I do not doubt that we shall need to call on our combined strength again. When that time comes, I will expect us all to pull together, just as we did today.
Of course. You have our word.
And secondly, you will accept that if I am to lead you, the mistreatment of bearers must end here in Dalamil. Any bearer within our walls shall be afforded the same rights as any other citizen. They will not be judged by what they are, but
Racing.
who they are.
Oh, racing some nerds. Okay, I see.
As we
In what?
failed to do, and came so close to losing everything.
True.
We
How dare
agree
you,
to your
Natalie.
conditions.
Conrad.
And we have only one in return. That you continue to work for the good of Dalimil, as you always have.
Lots of need for speed. Nice.
Condition accepted.
It was only one game,
Well then,
but I got
Seems my mayorship is all but
Gran Turismo
confirmed.
A spec for one
Do
of
I
the
get some sort of
PlayStations
special hat?
back in the day. Played that a lot. I never got good. Like, was never that good at it, but I played it a bunch. It looked very nice, even for back then.
How fickle fate can be. Not so long ago, I had resigned myself to leaving Dalamil in disgrace. And now, I find myself her leader.
You're in a gaming burnout phase right now, so Underground 2 is like medicine. Nice.
Lubo, about the children.
Fear not, you are of course relieved of your responsibility.
I mean, they could
I
still
would
come
sooner
to
face
the
another
highway.
horde of Akashic than see them brought up as outlaws. I'll make sure they're safe here.
I don't doubt that you will. And not just the children.
Gran
but everyone in
Turismo is a great
Dalamil.
series, but the simulation part makes it hard for sure.
I'll do my best. Can't have all your hard work going to waste.
Oh. Excuse me. Oh, Oh. Sleepy time. Not really. I'm probably gonna try and finish this tonight, however long it takes. Oh, right. I can, okay. I want to go to abilities and remove pile drive. Nice. And then we need to put it on in the right place. Alright, so these two should be... Yes. Yeah. Judgment Bolt. Actually, should I switch Judgment Bolt in this one? No. That one does more damage. Is there anything that does more? Aerial Blast does more. Oops, why do I keep doing that? Do I even know how to use this system? So these two are for staggering. And then these two, I think, do the most physical damage. According to the stars. Unless there's something else out there with 4 or 5. 1, none, 1, 1. So that actually does 5. Well, I have that, so that's fine. Oh, I can't master it. What does mastering even do for these? Could I put them on a different... Why would I need to? Huh. What mastering these does, if anything. Alright, well now all I'm doing is saving up to master that. Hold on, actually, let's undo that. What does mastering the limit break do? Anything? Nothing? Eh. Who knows? Alright, where to next? We'll go to Dravasht. What am I doing here? Oh, right. Fighting an enemy. Should be... Okay, it's right over there. I'll have to read that later. Never fails. The group text pops off while you're doing something else. You don't really have time to read everything and respond. That's who we're looking for.
Again. Karava.
Karava.
If you were a tortoise, Torgal, where would you hide?
I don't think it's hiding.
Looks like we found him.
Uh-oh, he got a spin. Here we go. No, I hit dodge. takes way too long. Oh, it's too far away. Maybe not. Maybe it just has a really high stagger. Whoops. Ah! Oh, it does give me another bar. Okay. Cool. Oh, right, there was another hit. Nice.
I better get these materials to Mid so she can finish her prototype.
Nope, too many other things to do. Don't need to go back yet. Especially since there's so many things to do. And there's even side quests in places I haven't started yet. So much side questing. Oh, this is where I need to go. Oh, alright. Hello, Cyril.
Your Grace, my lord, I trust your journey was not overly onerous.
Cyril, you found a letter from Father?
Yes, I have it here. If you would do us the honor, my lord.
My beloved sons, I know that I ask much of you in this coming war, but I see no other way to secure a future for our duchy and our family. Yet even should we succeed in subduing the savages and winning back Drake's breath, the threat of the Blight still looms, and only with all Rosaria striving as one might we last overcome it. I have made plans to see us through, but such are the obstacles that stand in our way, shall likely fall to you to continue my work. I know that you have the strength, the courage, and the will to do so. This shall be an arduous inheritance, so I offer you another, that you might be reminded of the love and the faith that I hold for both of you. Nice. Let Joshua read it.
It would seem the late Archduke penned this missive shortly before his passing.
Let Joshua read it!
Before we left for Phoenix Gate. What are these plans he spoke of?
Oh, he was writing something
His
in one scene.
plans for the duchy, your grace. Your father entrusted them to my predecessor, the former bearer of the Burning Quill, who entrusted them in turn to me. The complete emancipation of bearers is their stated aim. But your father's dream did not end there. His Grace also spoke of building hospices to care for those stricken by the curse, and the founding of a new university to further the development of non-magical technologies, with the Blight spreading ever more widely across the Twins. Archduke Elwyn saw this as the only means of securing Rosaria's survival.
He wished to see men and bearers treated as equals. To see centuries of common wisdom overturned. Small wonder he did not think it achievable within his lifetime.
But he thought it achievable nonetheless. Had he not, he would never have written this message. Nor would he have entrusted his vision to his most faithful aides, those who would have stood with you, shielded you from the machinations of
Machinations.
The less benevolent personages at court.
It's a pity only they are still with us.
Tis true that those most loyal to your father were the first to suffer the Duchess's wrath. But one at least remains, and she has come bearing gifts.
What do you mean?
Mayhap it is better that she explain, my lord. After all, the duties entrusted to me by my predecessor extended only to recovering His Grace's will and arranging a meeting with the one who might execute it, or a part of it at least.
And where is this woman?
She awaits you in the archive, Your Grace.
Thank you, Cyril.
The archive?
Shall we then?
Where's the archive? Thank you, Cyril. Oh wait, there's a... hold on. I wasn't done in here. Oh, it's actually Cyril that has it. That's funny.
Lord Marquis, if you have a moment.
I do.
What is it, Cyril?
One of our brethren lately journeyed across the strait in order to pursue a new avenue of inquiry in our ongoing investigation.
Probably
He
was
sent an owl some while ago, but we have heard naught from him since.
Because they're dead.
Was he surveying another fallen ruin?
No. The object of his study was a savior cult that has arisen in Ash in recent years. We believe it may have some connection to the Circle of Malleus.
Interesting.
An ancient religion that worshipped Ultima as its god. By gaining an understanding of this new faith, we hoped to learn more of the Circle's original beliefs.
And so you sent one of your brothers to Ash? A continent teeming with orcs and Akashic?
Fully cognizant of the risks, yes.
We had this conversation already, Clyde.
I entrusted the mission to one of the most able of our order, the Third Chair. A master of the arts of combat and survival, both. Though he has been silent for some days now, I have thus far refrained from sending any others in search of him, lest they be lost in turn.
Okay.
Yet,
I'll go.
It seemed
I have other
only
stuff to do in
right
Ash, so
inform you of
why
the
not?
Situation, given your unique experience of the perils of Ash. For as you so earnestly advised me, it would not do to abandon a man to his fate, when he might yet be saved.
Absolutely.
It would not. But Ash is a big place. Can you be any more specific?
Perhaps. The last owl I received from him mentioned a village where he had heard the cult were wont to assemble. Mickleburg was its name.
Mickleburg.
It lies in the southern reaches of Waloed.
Okay.
If aught ill befell him, I expect it did so there.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
You are much too kind, my lord. Go then, with my hopes, and may the firebird's flame ever burn in your heart.
Thank you. May the burning quill ever set fire to your paper.
If this new faith really is an offshoot of the Circle of Malleus, then...
Let's concentrate on finding the third chair first, shall we?
Okay, something's up here. This is the archive. This door was not open before. Who's this lady?
My lord, your grace.
Sorry, I don't recognize you.
I hardly recognize you.
Do they recognize you? Because I don't.
I am Goditha, retainer of House Rosfield, loyal servant to the
Goditha.
Phoenix and his shields. Your father, the Archduke Elwyn, entrusted me with the delivery of a gift. I only hope you can
When do we get to
forgive my
use the
tardiness in
little...
bringing
like,
it
he
to
has
you.
like a
Lift up your head, Lady Goditha.
smaller blade.
You have our gratitude.
Why don't we fight with both
For your
the
service to
blade,
our house.
with both blades?
And to our father.
I merely did my duty, as any proud Rosarian would.
My lady, perhaps you could explain a little more? What exactly is the gift you bring?
As I'm sure you know, it has long been the custom for the children of House Rosfield to be presented with certain keepsakes upon their coming of age.
Sure.
Indeed it has.
Sounds like a nice ceremony, or a nice tradition. They kind of missed out.
He would have presented you with the treasures I bear. Matching armbands for you both. Alas,
Armbands.
he did not live. Indeed, he was taken from us even before they could be completed. He had intended to claim the Heartstone with which each armband was to be finished himself, but it was not to be. And his gifts remain incomplete.
I see.
It saddens me to bring them before you, as they are.
I mean...
It was your father's wish that you be presented with the finished articles, not these works in progress. But with his grace long since gone, and the stone left unclaimed, I had little choice. You are grown men now, and his house is yours. And while I would not presume to insist upon your claiming the Heartstone in his stead, I know that nothing would have pleased him more than for you to do so.
Thank you, Lady Goditha.
What say you, Clive?
What else? Of course, my lady. May our father's will be done.
Oh, I am much obliged.
Do you know where we might find this Heartstone, my lady?
Somewhere in Rosaria, I'm sure.
Though it may be a matter of a good deal more than simply happening upon it. It is found in the bellies of elder griffins, you see. We do at least know where to find one. A certain specimen has made its nest in Titan's Wake, not far from here.
A certain specimen?
You are most perceptive, Your Grace. In answer to your unspoken question, yes. In fact, this is the very same beast your father meant to slay. I have been tracking its movements since you were but a boy. Were you to slay it in his stead, as men of House Rosfield, it would surely make your father
Let's go fuck up a griffin.
What say you, Joshua?
What else?
Simurg. Come on, Torgal, we're gonna go fight a lion bird?
Has been disappointed once
is that what a griffin is? An eagle and a lion? Oops. Wrong way. Where are you?
Fly, Ambrosia.
Fly.
Eyes peeled, Joshua. You deserve a rest.
I mean, it's right there.
There it is.
Really? You think so?
House Rosfield.
Oh, did it interrupt me last time I did this? It's annoying. Here, have a little tornado. Oops.
Too slow.
Okay.
I needed that.
I didn't really actually need that.
Look at her, Torgal.
Ow.
Nice try.
Nice. Heartstone. 2 heartstones. Nice.
Is this the Heartstone?
I expect Lady Goditha will know.
Hooray for fast travel. You're certain you heard Sora yelling in the background? Maybe. Who's to say? First Order of Archaeologists, Dalmekian Wing, 53rd Monthly Report, Item 1. Further discoveries from our acolyte ensconced with the recently displaced mountain dwellers' remote settlement. The diminutive tribe's main village appears to be in receipt of regular deliveries of supplies from Hugo Kupka's Men of the Rock. On inquiring with the locals, became apparent that they have the deepest respect for the one they call Lord Kupka, but whether he has merely bought their loyalty or if there's some deeper connection between the tribe and Titan remains unclear. Okay, I don't actually care what that guy has to say. Oh, it's over here. During the battle. Dear Lord Cyril, acolytes stationed across Valisthea reported a curious change in the primeval structures we have come to refer as monoliths following the fall of Drake's tail. Change in the skies. Allow me to present the preliminary findings of our blah 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 blah. Okay, I know what that's about. I don't really want to read all of it.
Thank the Founder you were safe. The Griffin is slain then?
Uh-huh.
And the Heartstone claimed.
Griffins suffer something akin to the crystal's curse, their flesh slowly turning to stone over a lifetime of channeling ether. Unlike bearers, however, the effect is far more gradual and limited to a sac around their hearts, the slower progress of petrification resulting in the formation of a gemstone of rare beauty. Interesting.
Yes. This radiant luster, like frozen flame, it is just as your father described it. Thank you, my lord. Your grace. Your father would be so proud.
Lady Goditha, the lapidary is ready.
The lapidary?
Thank you, sir.
The what?
I will be with him shortly. If you would excuse me, I shall have the stone cut and set forthwith.
Cut and set. Sometime later. No, not sometime later.
The armbands are complete.
Cool.
Pray, take them. They are yours, after all. Heartstone is harder and more enduring than garnet, or even ruby. It symbolizes unwavering will and devotion. And the graven vines encircling the stone represent the unbreakable bonds between you.
It's a message.
And
Father knew we had enemies both inside and outside the duchy. Enemies who would thwart his vision. Only with unwavering devotion would it ever be realized.
And only if we stood together, as Phoenix and Shield, as brothers in arms. Only then might those enemies be overcome.
Indeed. His Grace knew the enormity of the task he would entrust to you, his heirs. But this was more than just a message. It was a promise. That he would always be with you.
Thank you, Lady Goditha, for remaining the steadfast custodian of our father's will.
Forgive me, my lady, but there is something I don't quite understand. The Undying told me that after Father died, Mother claimed all of the ducal treasures for her own. Even if the armbands were incomplete, she would surely not have overlooked them. So,
I snuck them out.
How were you able to keep them from her?
I punched that bitch in her face.
Though I was but a lowly servant, your father spoke to me of his intentions for
I told her, no, you're not taking these,
of the deep
and ran
love
away
he
with them.
had for both of you, and his hopes
That's my guess
for
what
your
happened.
future.
Even if Goditha
In
won't
the
say
days
it.
before the disaster at Phoenix Gate, I discovered that the Duchess had ordered her jewelry be sent away from the castle. It was then that I knew she
You
meant to
didn't
betray
think to
us.
tell anybody?
I tried to warn your
Oh,
father, but it
okay.
was too late. When word of the fire reached Rosalith, I knew my time was short. So I took
Feel
up
like
the
you could have
armbands
probably
and I
tried
fled
harder.
into the night.
And thank the Founder you did.
Yet my duty to your father was incomplete.
I don't know how I feel about
Not knowing
Goditha
what else
now.
to do, I followed the Griffin, thinking
Doesn't feel
I
like she
might
did
claim
enough.
the Heartstone on its passing. And so my pursuit continued, until Lord Cyril appeared before me. He informed me that His Grace's will had been recovered, and that his sons were alive and well.
Lady Goditha, on behalf of my father and all the people of Rosaria, I thank you for your loyal service.
As do I.
Thank you, my lord. Your Grace, for coming back to us, for giving my service meaning.
The Founder's Grasp. Oh. So it raises your HP. All right now. All right, let's see. Is there another cutscene?
The bands suit you well.
That's why I can't travel anywhere.
It must be gratifying to finally receive the inheritance that was denied you for so long.
It is. And we thank you for the part you played, Cyril.
If you would permit me to play my part a little longer, might I suggest that you make your way to your father's memorial atop Hawk's Cry Cliff? Let him see that you have received his blessing, and that his vision lives on in you.
I suppose it would be churlish not to.
Churlish.
What do you say, Clive? Should we pay Father?
I thought I was done with Rosaria.
I think we should. I was hoping to be able to offer him my thanks before we left for Origin.
Your father's helm is enshrined there. It has been since the day we recovered it from Phoenix Gate. I prithee claim it, for it too is a part of your inheritance, and I do not doubt that your father.
Okay, well, I'm not going back to Rosaria
in your
until I'm
hands
done in
than
Dhalmekia.
perched upon some lonely rock.
Thank you, Cyril.
So finish Dhalmekia, go back to Rosaria, then go back to the hideaway, and then do Sambrek and Ash. I think that's my plan. He's waiting. Just want to see what they have. I don't think I'm gonna buy it, but I want to see what it is. I want to see what this merchant has. Merchants. There's the merchant. Hello.
Good day.
Reduces dancing steel cooldown by 4.5 seconds.
Go safely now.
No thanks. I mean, I will go safely. That's kind of you to say. All right. What's left over here? Clad. What do you have?
Well met.
Heaven's Cloud cooldown by 2 minutes. Alright. Guess we're going this way. Yeah, what does it look like here? Oh, it's like...
What is it? Oh, please, just make it stop.
I'm scared.
It's all right.
What are we doing here? Meet Havel at the gates of Randala. Okay. Right.
All right.
Oh, actually, I should have filled out my potions. Well, whatever town I go in next.
It can't be Rutherford, can it?
What's going on here?
Turncoats and cowards,
Oh.
the lot of you! If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you shall have!
It's got some of that black steel.
Allow me.
I don't need your...
Please, Field Marshal, oblige him.
This won't take long.
Rutherford.
You're right. It won't. Men, finish him.
Okay. I got this just for the two of you. Okay. Hi. Hi. You guys still not dead? How did that not do that much damage? You guys were in that tornado for quite a while. Okay. Let's just do this to finish him off. Neat.
A little longer than I'd have liked. Field Marshal Havel, I presume. Are either of you injured?
No, my lord. You arrived just as our escort turned on us.
Fucking traitors. I'd heard reports of soldiers in the outlying regions abandoning the oaths they swore. But I hadn't thought the corruption had reached so close to the heart of the Republic. It's a fucking disgrace. Your interfering old bastard of an uncle tried to warn me, of course. My lord Marquis. Or is Sid the Outlaw more to your liking?
Call me what you want. It doesn't change who I am, or the urgency of the message I bring. My uncle has a plan to right the realm, and he needs your help to see it through.
Before I agree to anything, I'd have you answer one question.
What?
What do you stand to gain from all this?
Nothing.
I won't deny that I might benefit from further chaos. But I seek a new beginning for all of us. And while the choices I've made may not always have been the right ones,
I think most of them were right.
I made them for the right reasons. For so long, so many of us have been told how we could live, how we could die, when it should have been our decision all along. Now we have a chance to put things right. But in order to take it, we must stand together. Even if it be beside those with whom we don't see eye to eye.
Certainly not the words I expected from an outlaw. But perhaps your uncle was
We're only an
right.
outlaw because we're
You are no ordinary outlaw.
doing things people don't want.
I'll never hear the end of this.
Huh.
All right. I'll start by ordering
Byron
my
does
most
seem
trusted
like the
guard to
kind
bring the
of
Dalmekian fringes under control.
always bring up when you
Next,
were wrong.
I'll make contact with
and
my
he was right.
counterparts in the Imperial Army and see if I can't convince them to try and restore order in their own territory.
Thank you, Field Marshal.
But they are not the only ones we will need to convince.
What do you mean?
I don't doubt that I can bully some sense into a few generals, but those they answer to require a different kind of persuasion. And when it comes to honeyed words, well,
That's Byron's
we will
department.
need an envoy, one who can court even the most stubborn of statesmen. You, perhaps.
No.
I'm flattered. But I'm no diplomat either.
That's Byron.
And I have other problems to attend to. What we need is a skilled arbitrator. And I may know just the person.
Is that so? And would he happen to be an outlaw too?
The
Of
uncle?
a different kind, perhaps.
Oh.
Well, beggars can't be choosers. I suppose we'll all have to find a little of the outlaw in ourselves if we're to make it through this.
Correct.
Very well. Send your man to me right away.
I shall.
I'm trying to think. It's either Byron or...
My Lord Marquis,
I don't know. Who else could it be?
your Lord Uncle bade me escort the Field Marshal to his manor in Port Isolde.
And I will see that my associate joins you there.
Very good, my lord.
So it's not going to be Byron.
Huh. An envoy. I'm not sure I'm the man to talk anyone round. I can barely convince my brother to take his medicine. No. This is a job for someone with experience. Someone like Quentin. I hope I can convince him at least.
That actually kind of makes sense. Alright, let's go to Hawk's Cry Cliff. Hopefully... this will wrap up this side quest.
Unwavering will and an unbreakable bond.
Oh, well, alright.
Strong enough.
Just because I want to build this up.
Of course. We'll overcome Father's political enemies. Of that I'm less certain. Especially knowing what we know now. Father was truly king. Perhaps these bands would have helped. Knowing he was with us would have made all the difference.
That was really, like, touching stuff, and I'm just out here fighting the Akashic Chocobos. Oops. Oh, I don't want to fight them. Nope. Don't want to fight them either. Where is it? It's like down. Okay. No, I don't want to fight. Back here. Yeah.
It's just back there.
Oh, what a nice little memorial. And his helmet. Just like they said it would be. Surprised no one's taken it.
Father always fought for what he believed was right. It wasn't until that night at Phoenix Gate that I realized I had never fought for anything. I always had someone else to do the fighting for me.
No matter how fate conspired against him, he never lost heart, never looked back, never stopped fighting.
That one was pretty awesome.
He was the greatest of men. And I've been trying to live up to his ideals ever since.
I think you should put it on, Joshua.
We all have, Clive.
Just put it on. Wouldn't hurt.
And we'll keep trying. Because that's what he would have wanted.
What he would have done himself. Even if it meant standing against the very gods in the heavens.
I shall be borrowing this, Father, if I may. That you might watch over us as we follow in your footsteps.
What if a voice from nowhere was just like, no, leave my helmet. How dare you? Oh. Clive.
We won't lay you down.
Onward then.
Onward.
Onward. To the end.
And to a new beginning.
Quest complete. Rusted battle helm. Archduke Elwin's helm, worn during his victorious campaign to quell the Northern Uprising. War is coming, my boy. We must make ready. Okay. Oh. Joining hands with Joshua. Joshua has joined Clive's party and will remain with him until departing for Origin. Cool. There's a new side quest there. There's gonna be so many side quests. Mid. It's so far away. Still no new hunts. Oh, I can get the Genji gloves. Give me those Genji gloves.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Come to claim your just desserts?
Yes. If the drunken galley captain I shared a table with last night is to be believed, word of your exploits has made its way across the seas to the great continent. What is more, she claims there are those who would see you flourish, herself being one such woman. Gareth. I don't... Who the fuck is Gareth? Genji gloves. Genji gloves, Genji gloves, Genji gloves. Nope. I'm very excited about Genji gloves. Increases damage dealt to enemies by 5%. That's it. Still like these more.
More for ya.
Hello.
Mid, tell me this is all you need.
I like that we're just carrying, welcome back unmuted. Thank you. We're just carrying a large adamantoid shell just in our pocket.
Oh, you make it sound like I asked you to save the world or something.
Well, that's
Tell
next.
me this is all you need.
It's most of what I need. After you left, I went over the figures again, and I realised I'd forgotten a 1 and a 0.
And
a cogwheel. Just a tiny one. Though, that's the problem. Gears that small are a bastard to make, and I may have lost the one Blackthorn spent a fortnight toiling over.
Wait.
You mean the one the kids...
The children. When they took apart your scales, there was a tiny brass gear. Now that I think about it, they didn't use it when we put the scales back together.
The young'uns? But why would the... You know what? I don't want to know. I'll keep working on the model. You go and find that cog.
I gotta talk to the kids again. Come on.
Has Midadol mentioned a new project yet?
Yes. Hey, what'd you do with the cog?
Sid, is Mid still hiding from us?
No, she's working on something.
She wasn't hiding. She's fine. She's just busy working on her next project.
A new invention?
The cog.
What is it? What is
C-O-G.
Is it an airship? I bet it's an airship!
Do you think she'll let us help?
That just so happens to be why I'm here. She needs something special, something only you three can provide. A brass gear. A tiny one. One that might fit on, say...
Your car's engine was a bit loud.
Oh, the one you forgot. We remember.
We saved it, just in case. It's in the bag of bits.
The bag of bits.
Since your lesson,
You all tabbed so hard. What?
reassembling everything we can find.
All the pieces that are left over, we keep under our beds, just in case.
That's... good to know.
Hopefully there aren't too many pieces left over, because then you're not putting stuff back together correctly.
I found it.
It wasn't that small. He said a tiny brass cog. It was like...
Is that all?
Oh,
Just
now
a
they're
bit?
not going to show it?
We have more parts if Mid needs them.
That's all for now. But I'll let Mid know about your... hoard. Just in case.
Thanks, Sid.
Alright. Brass cogwheel. At least I don't have to go too far for this one. Are we done with this yet?
Well, did they have it?
Yes.
They did. And they kept it somewhere nice and safe. Will it work?
Will it work? He's perfect! You're a genius, Clive.
What exactly are you going to use it for?
You know,
Only
cogwheeling.
the most important job of all. The wings aren't going to move on their own. But with the right cog in the right place... Well, you just wait and see.
Yeah, that could work.
That should do it.
Oh, this was just for a little tiny... Wait, it's gonna have...
Here goes nothing.
It's gonna have rotors? Huh.
Titan's tits.
Titan's tits.
It wasn't supposed to fly, was it?
Of course it was supposed to fly. Wouldn't be much of an airship if it didn't.
So?
Honestly, these bloody engines are driving me mad. I was so sure this would be the day she soared. The Mithril engine was made to make dreams come true.
Okay.
But maybe this is one dream the world's better off without.
No, come on, you can figure it out, Mid.
Show folk how to take flying. It won't be long till they're raining death down on each other.
Oh, that's actually true.
People will lose their homes. Children, their mums, and their dads.
Humans have never invented something they didn't try to weaponize as well.
Like I lost mine.
I'm sorry.
So am I, Clive. So am I.
Do we get the ship?
Sorry that I have to choose. Do I follow my head? Or do I follow my heart?
Good question. The first time I stood on the deck of your ship, felt the wind in my hair. It was like I was flying. But imagine how it would feel to actually do it.
My dad always said there were two ways of living life. Chasing a dream or shuffling to your grave. And he were right. Right about a lot of things. Not that I like to admit it. People need dreams to chase. Especially in a world like this. Right. When this is over, I'm gonna take all my mithril engines to Zemeckis and sling them over the edge. I won't have my dream end up turning into someone else's nightmare.
But all that hard work...
All that hard work will not be used for war, Jamie. But it ain't like it'll be gone. Tell me, Clive, have you ever been on a treasure hunt?
That's actually what this whole
Joshua and I were boys.
game has been about.
Why do you
We're
ask?
just on a big treasure hunt.
Because I'm gonna bury the engine schematics and leave behind a little riddle telling people where to find them.
Huh.
A really hard one, so that only the most dedicated dreamers will ever be able to work it out. Ooh, I can picture it now. Some daft general squinting at the words with a gormless expression on his mug. Like that one, yeah.
Right.
So we're not getting an airship? Sad face.
Of course, if I'm putting this engine at the end of a treasure hunt, I'll still need to make it a treasure worth
Oh,
hunting
we are
for.
getting an airship.
Won't be much of a prize if it couldn't even make a toy boat fly after all. My dad always said, dream big. But it ain't the size of a dream that's important, is it, Clive? Only that it's a good one. And I reckon I've got a fair few good uns left in me.
I'm sure you do.
Oh, okay. Not getting an airship. I guess that's fine. Alright, anything else here? There's a new quest in my missives.
Has Midadol mentioned a new project yet?
No, stop asking. Whee.
Say what you will. Lady Karen has seen our shelves haven't gone.
What's up,
Is that
Gooch?
what you need?
I wish I could go up there with you. Doesn't seem right leaving everything up to you three.
It's hardly everything.
There's plenty that still needs to be done down here. Like seeing to our stores and keeping Karen safe. Only you can do that, Goots.
And I will. I promise.
I won't let Nan come to no harm no matter what.
You can count on me.
Just like we're all counting on you to come back safe and sound. Okay.
You take care now.
I think I already asked.
Trouble with your gear, or...
Nope.
Crack the crystal?
Kill a god, save the world. Did I miss anything? Nope, that's pretty much the plan.
Oh, very good one.
If you ask me. Can't say I've had much practice killing gods. Now, forging kit to kill a god, that I might be able to help you with. Reckon it's the least I can do after all you've given us. And it's more than enough. You can thank me when you get back.
Well, thanks for you, dear.
Hold on. Oh, that would still be down. Okay. So I mean, you can get some pretty good stuff if you don't do all the side quests, I think.
First the skies, then the crystal.
Alright, let's see what this new side quest here is. Oh, there's so many things. A fine hound. The two of you have been together for what probably feels like a lifetime now, but there's still a lot you have to learn about that hound of yours. He'd step in front of a bloody raging behemoth if it meant protecting you, but that don't mean you should take it for granted. At the end of the day, he's a hound. Sometimes he just wants someone to pat his head and rub his belly and give him a handful of kupo nuts. You do good to remember that. A new day. I am not so foolish to believe that a single shaming at the hands of the town urchins can dispel a lifetime of hatred built up in one's heart, just as a pot cannot be made clean by reminding it of its grime. It takes effort, persistence, and more often than not, a stiff brush and a bucket of lye. But more than that, it takes time. Fortunately, your courage and leadership has granted us just that. We must now decide whether to embrace or to waste it. A wise man once said, "The night is always darkest before the dawn." It is a good thing that I count one who burns so bright amongst my friends. Lubor. Okay, though her icon brought her much suffering, the loss of Shiva weighs heavy on her heart, and we would be poor friends indeed if we not seek to lighten that burden, even if but only a fraction, before we depart for the skies. I would speak on more of this in private. Okay, I'll go talk to Joshua.
If Joshua's worried about Jill, I should go and speak with him.
Well, I want to read the other missive. What an unnecessary screen. I was literally still reading stuff. Wages of Fate. Do you remember what you told me that night at Phoenix Gate? That while the fate of Rosaria sits on my shoulders, the fate of its dominance sits upon yours. But are we not both dominants of fire? Should not the flame of our forebears burn in both our hearts? Should I not protect you as you have protected me? You have chosen to be my shield. Now let me choose to be yours. Is this not what our father wanted? What Sid wanted? To cast aside fate and forge our own paths? Grant me this, Clive. Let me be your strength. Joshua. It's a nice letter. Alright, where is Joshua? There he is. He's with Torgal.
Joshua, I read your message. You're right. Jill is different. I don't think I'd realized how different, but since we returned from Drake's spine, I've felt it more and more.
I suppose it's not hard to imagine why.
She doesn't think she belongs anymore.
And that's why we need to remind her she is still one of us. To let her know that we still need her, now more than ever. That you still need her. But how to do that? When last we were truly close, we were but children.
Of course. Do you remember the time we accompanied Father on his annual tour of the Duchy? And Jill and I broke from the procession to ride up Man's Hill.
Man's
To see
Hill.
the snow daisies, I remember. It was the first time Father had allowed us to join him.
Oh.
And when he realized you were missing, he had the entire retinue down to the pot boys
Retinue,
combing the
that's
countryside.
a word I do not know.
In the rain. A thunderstorm forced us to
Okay,
take refuge
what
in a
does this
grove
have to
of
do with
oaks
making
before
Jill
we
feel
even
better?
made it halfway there. It was the Lord Commander who finally found us, and needless to say, he was none too pleased.
Then it seems you and Jill have unfinished business.
Time to go to Man's
What do you
Hill.
say? Man's Hill. It's not that far.
Oh, true. Though I suspect it is also much changed. Little in southern Rosaria remains as it was when we were children.
You're saying I should go and scout the area for bandits?
What?
I'm saying we should first go and see if there are actually still any snow daisies left. What would you do without me, Clive?
Get into a lot of trouble. Alright, is there anything else I need to do here? Oh, I wanted to go look at the wall. See how many more I have to collect. It's really starting to fill up now. Briar Kiss, Battle Helm, Model Airship, Sparring Sword. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's still 9 to collect. Oof. Alright, let's see. Alright, let's go here. I just wanna finish all the side quests in Rosaria and Dalmekia. The game's like, oh, well, here's more.
Come on.
Here's some more. Oh, it's like right over here. Wait, what?
Straight home now.
Oh, I went too far? Why did I go too far? Must be adding... Oh, they're all dead. There are no snow daisies. What if there's like one that's still alive?
This is the place, but... I'm sorry, Clive. There's nowhere been spared. What do we do now?
We could just
keep looking.
Try talking to Jill.
Man's Hill cannot be the only place where snow daisies grow.
Perhaps, but it's the only place I know of. Knew of.
Then why not ask someone who might know of another?
Someone in the backyard. To the hideaway, then.
Really hoping there'd just be like one. Anything else in this little outcropping? Alright, who are we talking to now? Another missive? Okay.
Let's hope one of the gardeners knows where to find snow daisies.
That actually makes sense. Talking to plant people about plants. Treasure hunt. What, you didn't think I were just saying that stuff about hiding my engine, did you? Wouldn't you know I've already a fine spot picked out and everything. But if you're gonna go on this grand adventure, you'll need to be quick about your business with that ruddy god of yours. Take too long and somebody more clever might beat you to the prize. I suppose in that case, I could bury you one of my lesser inventions. Goddess knows I've countless. I mean, I'm not gonna go on a treasure hunt for the engines.
First the skies.
What?
Say what you will, Lady Karen.
I wonder if, in terms of the art for the game, if they designed these like a full fallen airship and then decided how to break it up. Frederica.
Oh.
Hello.
What brings you down from the heavens, Sid?
I need your advice. Joshua and I are looking for a place where snow daisies grow. Preferably in abundance.
Snow daisies. Then you'll want somewhere not too hot and not too cold. And where the winds are strong enough to carry the seeds. I reckon Man's Hill would be a good place to start. There in the Royal Meadows, perhaps? Both have similar climbs and the right elevation. If the Blight hasn't claimed them yet.
Right. Thank you.
Okay, good. So we can,
Did you learn where we might find our flowers?
Sandbreck.
The gardener here mentioned the Royal Meadows in Sandbreck. Ah, the fields beyond Northreach. Well, if that's the case, then Yote was right. I recalled that she kept the record of our travels, you see. So I asked her if she'd perhaps noted anywhere that snow daisies grew, and she mentioned Oilefeist Bay.
Oilefeist.
Shores border
Say
the
that again.
meadows. Off we go then.
All right. Yay, we can finally go into Sandbreck. Well, make our way into Sandbreck. Could have gone at any time. All right, let's go talk to Quentin. Oh, right, he's back here. Crap. The town is not habitable right now. Just gonna run through this field. Does that make sense that I can just run through all these vines? Howdy, Quentin.
Quentin, I have a proposal for you.
Do you now? Something tells me you'll be asking more of me than a cask of Gotand gold.
That's true.
Go on then. Propose. You'd have me convince the chiefs and chamberlains of the realm that they should simply swallow their pride and do the one thing that has proved impossible for thousands of years. Was there anything else? Perhaps I can fetch you a meat pie as well.
That would be lovely.
I know it's a lot to ask, but I can think of none better suited to the role.
And you'd have me give up what little I have left to do it. I told you, Clive. The people of Lostwing are my family, and I cannot abandon them. You'll have to find someone else.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So am I.
And why might that be?
What he's asking. How's it any different to what you've done so far? They want you to speak for those who can't speak for themselves. That's what you do best. If it's the vineyard you're worried about, we'll see that the grapes are picked and the tons filled. You know we will.
It's not that.
Then what is it? You said yourself we're family. Don't you trust us?
You know that's not what I'm...
Come on, Quentin.
Then what are you saying?
It's not like you're out here,
Only we are worth saving. Why turn your back on everyone else?
It's not like you're doing the day-to-day stuff.
New lives for ourselves, and if you can do that, who's to say you couldn't convince the entire realm?
A stirring argument. I fear that any rejoinder I make might fall somewhat flat by comparison.
So you'll join us?
Where do you need me?
Field Marshal Havel will want to speak with you in person. He's currently in Port Isolde. I can arrange for a party of Cursebreakers to accompany you there.
I think he'll be fine.
That would be very much appreciated.
Okay.
I hear the roads are far from safe these days.
Hopefully not for long.
Okay.
My uncle will want to know that his plan is taking shape.
Well, I'm not going back to the hideaway yet, so... We will go... I think I need to go to Northreach for something. Let's go to Northreach. And the Vale has a side quest, naturally.
Nazaire might at least have mentioned where in Northreach he'd be testing this recruit.
Oh, look at that. He's right here.
Well met, Sid.
Oh.
This is the initiate. Ember, present yourself.
Ember?
At your service, master.
Please, just Sid. There are no masters here. Your life is your own.
Oh, of course.
Thank you, Sid. The sergeant says you'll be evaluating me at my trial.
To become a scout, yes. You are aware of the dangers inherent in that role.
I am. But I swore I'd face them. Just like the man who saved my life.
And who would that be?
Was it Gav?
It was him who found me and freed me. No magic, no support, just one man and his nose. Came and sniffed me out. It taught me what one man can do if he puts his mind to it. And I've been training ever since, so that one day I can be someone's saviour, just like Gav was mine.
I'm sure he'd be flattered. You clearly have good intentions, Ember. And it sounds like you're under no illusions. Stick to this path and you'll make a fine Cursebreaker.
So, what? Have I passed?
You haven't even started yet. Now listen. Not far from here is an Imperial lookout, Eastwatch. The guards there record all their sightings in a logbook. You are to find it and bring it here.
And bring it here, right. Anything else?
Don't die?
No. Sneaking into a heavily guarded Imperial outpost and stealing the logbook would be quite sufficient. You will need to assess the situation, determine a point of entry, create a distraction and effect an escape, all without being discovered and thrown into an Imperial oubliette.
Oubliette.
Gav isn't our best scout because he can do everything. It's essential that you know your limits.
Know my limits, right. I won't let you down.
It's not about letting us down or not. It's about being able to do the job.
It shouldn't be as dangerous as I made out. But keep a weather eye on him all the same, would you?
On my way.
Gotta follow this guy up to Eastwatch.
All right, Ember. Impress me.
Fine. How do we get up there? I see.
Caution, brother.
What? Stupid rock getting in the way. Okay. How do I get up there? It's right around here. Oh, look, there's a little path. I don't think I've been up here, so maybe there's a treasure chest up here.
Perhaps young Ember really is ready.
Or not.
Maybe not. Damn it.
Oh, well, that's not an Imperial.
Ember,
That's.
Draw your sword!
I can't!
Then run!
If you want him, you'll have to go through me. Nice try.
Ow. Just for that, you're gonna get this. Hopefully that'll take care of it. And if not, there we go. cool. Got a dragon talon.
Ember, are you?
Where's Ember?
Gone. Of course. Scouts really are a rare breed. Back to Northreach it is then.
Well, hold on. No rush. We should, you know, look around. Kestrel's Beak Braid. Increases down thrust damage by 10%. Oh, I could have found that a long time ago. Oops. I might have actually used it at one point. Alright, well, I don't need to run back. I'm going to fast travel. Nope. Ember's not here.
I didn't expect you back so soon. Where is Ember? How did he fare?
I thought I'd find him with you. He must have fled. I followed him to Eastwatch, where I found him being set upon by a wild Avis. He was just standing there. Didn't even draw his sword. I had to step in and take care of things. But by the time I had, he was nowhere to be seen. I assumed
No,
he'd
he
set
probably
off
went in to
your
get the
direction,
stuff and
but
he'll be back any minute.
apparently not.
I'm sorry, Sid. I knew the boy had a nervous streak, but he seemed like...
The right man for the job? I believe this is the logbook you tasked me with retrieving.
I don't see a logbook.
How did you... Don't you tell me you breached the tower while Sid was busy saving your skin.
What? Wasn't that what you asked me to do? To bring the thing back without getting caught?
He has you then, his heir. And he did it all on his own.
But Sid, he
did what he thought was best. And now I have to decide whether I agree.
Of course. We'll await your evaluation back at the hideaway.
Well, it's gonna be a while.
Leave my sight.
Yes, Sergeant.
This won't be an easy decision.
A fortress?
The garrison is threatening to pull their sentries from the markets if we don't...
Have you seen what's in the sky? Do you really should we really care about the garrison or whatever?
I would speak with this duke.
I would speak with this duke.
Saw the captain just now. Your town needs you.
What's up, Isabel?
Do you have a moment, Clive?
Yes.
What is it?
It's the Duke, unsurprisingly. His Eminence has assumed full control of the garrison and put every able-bodied man to work on the fortifications.
Oh.
The town was left all but unguarded, so Philippe was compelled to form a citizens' watch to fill the void.
Sure.
And though my dear boys have been characteristically willing to assist him in this, they want for bodies. So I was wondering if you would lend them your strength, that the people of Northreach might sleep easier, if only for a few nights.
Sure, I guess.
Of course. Whatever you need.
Thank you, Clive. What would I do without you? Philippe told me he had men stationed at...
Where can I find the mistress of this establishment?
Hi, Sabine.
Here, my lady. To whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
My name is Sabine, and it is my displeasure to be the daughter of the Duke of Oriflamme, who I understand is causing you and your town no small amount of trouble. I wish to speak to you about what might be done.
Very well. Let us speak. I trust you'll forgive me, Clive.
Absolutely. Our conversation can wait.
Please, proceed.
As you know, my father is a most overbearing and supercilious man, and I join you in objecting to his every action. Indeed, I owe you my thanks for continuing to argue against his reckless plans. Yet I fear he is not one to be swayed by reason. No. He must be made to face the consequences of his actions.
Yeah, let's make him pay.
Who would make him do this?
I would. myself and several other like-minded individuals. Were you to join us, we would surely have the strength to drive him from Northreach for good.
Does that not seem a trifle drastic?
Drastic action is precisely what is called for. Unless you are content to see your people downtrodden and dispossessed.
Not really.
My father would have it that citizens exist only to serve the Empire. That they should be forced to make every sacrifice to ensure her revival. But he is wrong. It is not the people who must serve the Empire, but the Empire who must serve her people.
Correct.
He's always been like this.
Because he wants power.
Of the opinions of anyone he judged beneath him.
Oh, that too.
But he cannot be allowed to ride roughshod over the common folk any longer. We must fight him by all possible means.
Fight him? No. My purpose is to quell the tension in Northreach, not to stoke it. Respectfully, my lady. Our only chance of saving this town depends upon every one of us uniting against our common enemy. Your father and his followers included. While I understand your frustrations, I cling to the hope that he may yet be won round.
False hope, I assure you. But I see that your mind is made up. I shall bother you no longer. If you will extend me the same courtesy, I bid you good day.
I mean, we weren't really bothering you before.
She certainly has spirit.
Why are they still carrying crystals around? They're not supposed to work, I don't think.
Unfortunately for us, that spirit is only likely to harden the Duke's resolve, which may be enough to seal the fate of this town. Not that she cares. This is all about her and her father.
Families.
I'm sorry, where were we? Ah, yes. I was about to tell you of Philippe's plans for the town watch.
Yeah?
But perhaps it's better that you heard them from him. I believe he's in the market.
I was just
be
there.
So kind as to seek him out?
Right away.
It's just a pity I cannot join you. I'd like to see the two of you in action together.
I'll bet she would. Speak with Philippe. Box.
Welcome back. Wraiths give you any trouble?
No, wraiths do not give me any trouble. Because I'm fucking awesome. Where are we going? I see. Nope. Don't want to fight the raptors. Goodbye.
The meadows are vast. Where do we even start?
Up on the cliffs.
Mentioned the coastline. We can start there.
Oh, not here. Well, actually, maybe here.
Flowers and our friends.
Alright, let's just give it a quick little, one of these. Come here. Oh, something else?
What do you see, boy?
Hello.
Let's hope this is the last one.
Oops. Only one way to find out.
Alright, let's come back towards the middle, please. Where'd he go? No, come back. New enemies approach. What is that? Nice. Now can we pick the flowers? Please and thank you. Minotaur main.
That was harder than I expected.
Was it? Oh my
I found her. It was worth it. They're beautiful.
Do you think Jill will like them?
Yes. Maybe.
She'll love them. Come on. Let's go.
We didn't even see you guys pick any. And what are you carrying them in? Did you bring a basket? Did you bring some water? Not a very well thought out plan. Are we gonna go all the way back to the hideaway now? Just because the side quest deems it? Come on, I was doing stuff in Northreach.
It appears my work is done. The rest, as they say, is up to you. Well, you and the skies. We wouldn't want another thunderstorm now, would we?
And I guess I have other stuff to do here. Alright, where is... Oh, there's Byron. No, I want to talk to Byron! Stupid
Uncle,
game.
I bring good news. The Field Marshal has agreed to your plan.
Of course he has. I didn't doubt you for a moment, dear boy.
Rutherford is accompanying him back to your manor in Porter's Alder as we speak. They will await your return there. As will one other.
One other? Who, exactly?
Quentin.
Lord Havel was concerned that even if he could get the realm's armies to agree to an accord, he might not be as successful in convincing those with political power. He asked if I might have a solution, and I suggested a certain Imperial Lord Magistrate turned Liberator.
One of your co-conspirators?
Correct.
Master Quinton would probably call me one of his. But yes.
Another outlaw, then. Just the thing we need to put these rotten politicos in their places. Good thinking, Clive.
I'm glad you approve.
The more the merrier, eh?
Uncle, assuming Havel and Quinton can solve our problem with the armies, you still haven't mentioned how we might manage the grain shortages.
Oh, don't you worry, my boy. The 7 high houses will be seeing to that. They have all agreed to make the most generous of donations.
Yep.
Oh,
Money's
of course, it did take
great, but if you don't have
but luckily
fields
I had
to
some
grow grain in.
unexpected help.
From who?
Why, you, my boy. Rumor has it that you rescued the Lady Ariane's head steward Rockford from a
Oh, it's
horde
true,
of
I did.
bloodthirsty bandits.
I recognize that name.
It was more of a handful.
Well, the old battle axe was so pleased. She had a shipload of talents delivered to my private docks by the next new moon. And when the other houses saw the parsimonious old crone's purse strings finally loosen, they as good as tripped over themselves in the rush to follow suit.
Nice.
I'm happy to hear it.
Now, I must be getting back to the manor. Join us there at your earliest convenience, would you?
Of course, Uncle.
What? Okay. I thought it was at my earliest convenience, not
And how,
right after
pray
that.
tell, will we get that grain to the capital if the roads are still overrun with akashic?
You'll find another bloody road. I only have so many men, and I'm not about to send them headlong into an ether flood. That is, unless you'd have them turn as well.
Well, I'd certainly eat less.
Says the man with a belly bigger than a band of curls. My soldiers actually need their rations. Without any food to keep them going, they'll be dead even before you've sent them on your fool's errand.
If I may, gentlemen, perhaps I might suggest an alternative approach. Though supply routes are indeed disrupted, there is no shortage of ships. Indeed, they bob away in every bay from here to Randalar, awaiting a safe haven. Allow them to make port and fill their bellies full of grain.
Aren't a lot of Akashic on the sea?
And once those who crowd the cities are fed, ferry the displaced back to the countryside to work the fallow fields. But I'm sure that you wish to continue your discussion. Forgive the interruption. Two such firm friends as yourselves need no help from the likes of me. Rutherford spoke fondly of the great bond between you.
Us? Friends?
I can't stand the man!
Clive, I'm beginning to question the quality of the company you keep.
And what kind of company were you expecting him to keep? The man's a criminal!
Criminal? How dare you? You are not fit to breathe the same air as this fine, upstanding young gentleman.
Upstanding? He calls himself Sid the Bloody Outlaw!
Once more onto the breach.
Quentin's right, though. The ships would be a good way to do it.
Shall we begin again? What we seek here is not to create a new nation, nor to claim the thrones of those that already exist. We wish simply to bring stability to the realm that mankind might weather the current storm. And to do that, we must convince those in power, the generals, the statesmen, the nobles, that our cause is just. There will be disagreements, yes, and I imagine some resistance, much resistance. But we cannot let that deter us. If we show them the path, show them that we walk it ourselves, then I am confident they will follow. The fate of the world lies in my nephew's hands, but the well-being of her people lies in ours. And we must not squander the chance that Clive has given us.
Uncle True.
Now, with that settled, let's move on to the signing of the Accord. For what great moment in history hasn't been accompanied by a little ceremony? Citizens of Valisthea, I present to you the Triunity. Rutherford, Mike Will.
Former general of Dalmekia.
Well, my boy, the stage is set.
That it is.
This is the role you were born for.
A lord of Rosaria.
I ask only that you trust in the talents
former,
of your supporting cast.
Yeah, I guess actually they all represent
we shall play our parts to the best of our
the
abilities.
three main
that you
nations.
might have the opportunity to shine. The realm needs its Sir Crandall. And there is no better Crandall than you, Clive. I want you to keep this signed accord as proof of our faith in you.
I will. Thank you, Uncle.
One more thing for the memory wall. Neat. All right. I haven't been down here in a while. What do you have to say about?
Can't take you where you need to get to, but the Argo and me will be waiting when you get back.
It's not. I wanted to know if you had anything to say about the giant thing in the sky, but apparently you don't. So let's go talk to Jill. That's not Jill. Oh, that's these two. All right, yeah, we'll talk to them.
You should have seen.
And then maybe I'll talk to
Welcome back,
Jill.
Sid. Welcome back, Sid.
Yes.
Ember, you don't have to yell.
Welcome back. Trip wasn't too much of a pain in the arse, I hope. Truth be told, it was me who suggested roping you in to help with the trial. But from what I hear, things didn't go quite as planned.
They never do.
No, they most certainly did not.
Did Ember deserve passing marks? I have to choose? I say yes.
Ember lost his nerve in the face of a beast of prey, but he didn't lose heart. He pressed on, and he achieved his aim. And is that not what we ask of our scouts?
Indeed it is. Thank you for your honest appraisal, Sid. The fact remains, however, that Ember will not always have a battle-hardened warrior on hand to pluck him from the jaws of peril. All I have gleaned from this trial is that without someone watching his back, Ember is little more than a liability.
Wait, Sergeant. Ember still has much to learn, it's true.
Now I want to know what happens if you say no.
This time he was found wanting. But I'd say he's due a second chance, nonetheless. After all, he did do as you asked.
With a bit of hard work, any hand can be made to hold a blade, and any mind can conquer its fears. But a scout's nose is different. You've either got one, or you ain't. And by sniffing out that log, young Ember here has shown he has a conch and a half.
A conch and a half.
Wouldn't do to waste it now, would it?
Fine. One more chance.
I'll do whatever you ask. I'll spend my days and nights in the pit if I have to.
What?
I'll show you.
Nobody needs
Just
to go
you
in the
wait.
pit.
Daft as a brush, that one. But his heart's in the right place. Just like someone else we know. And if you ask me...
Did you just call Clive
we've been
daft?
needing him for far too long. That
Oh,
time the
Gav,
Ghostbreakers
okay.
took some of the weight off his shoulders, I reckon.
It couldn't hurt.
Just don't tell
I still
Gav
think
I
Gav
said
is
so,
daft.
I won't have him thinking he's been hard done by. Next thing you know, he'll be asking for a day off.
How dare you have a day off?
Chance would be a fine thing. Back to work.
How dare
Forgive
somebody
me,
want a
Sid.
day off?
This did not play out as I expected.
Things really do these days. But that's why we need men like Ember more than ever. Men who can make the best out of a bad situation.
Yeah.
Remember that.
I will, Sid. Thank you.
Quest complete. Cool. I don't use pile drive anymore, so I don't need that shit. We need to find some people. Oh, Jill's right. She's up there. Should be able to see her. Thank you for the welcome back. Should be up there. She's like hiding. Okay, and there's another new side quest. I mean, I want to finish all the side quests. I hope there aren't too many. The game. Huh? Guess what?
You alright?
Something troubling you?
No more than usual. It's just... Etta's baby will be coming soon, and I wanted to make something for it.
I'm sure she'd like that.
Back in the north, families would always make gifts when a bairn was on the way. Yeah, let the little tykes know they were welcome in their new homes, like.
So, what's the problem?
Well, the problem is that Etta's due any day now, and I don't know if I'll be ready in time.
What you need?
Is there anything I can do to help?
You know, there just might be.
All right then. What exactly are we making?
A good luck charm. But
Heather,
not just
hello.
Any good luck charm.
Not just any.
How are you?
No. One made from the feather of a silver
I'm doing all right.
chocobo. There's naught lucky in all the realm, or so we used to say back home anyway. Thing is, they're hard to come by. Had Otto and Karen check with their suppliers, but nothing. I try and track one down myself, only...
Only the big day is fast approaching. And that's all you need, a feather.
That or the bird whose horse it's attached to, aye. I was gonna start by asking around with travelling traders plying the northern borders.
Well, there's no shortage of those passing through Martha's.
You're good.
I think I might make that
You're
my
good
first
with the
port of
need till
call.
now. Can't stand on as
I'll
long
let
as
you know if I find anything.
You're a good friend, Clive.
too long.
I won't
I can
forget
see.
this.
Oh. Hopefully it gets better soon. Alright. Merchants at Martha's Rest. God. Let's go talk to Jill.
Jill, there's something I'd like to show you.
We actually get to see
And
this,
where might
like...
this something be?
It's, not here. Now, I know this is sudden, but how would you fancy a trip to Oriflamme?
Oh. Oh, we didn't pick any. We're just making... Okay, I see. You put your alcohol and stuff on it, but Walmart makes a stand all the time. Yeah.
There are so many.
So many.
This is what you wanted to show me.
Uh-huh. Do you like?
Yeah, I don't know what to say.
You don't need to say anything. The smile on your face is enough. We've been worried about you, Joshua and I. Do you remember when I took you to Man's Hill? Or tried to?
How could I forget? You saw me crying and thought a change of scenery might lift my spirits. In the end, it earned me a nasty cough and a stern
It's good that you're
scolding
off
from my
tomorrow.
mother. But I felt wonderful nonetheless.
I'm sorry. I had no idea what I was getting us both into. But I couldn't bear to see you like that.
Before we left, my chambermaid told me she'd overheard your mother talking about my marriage prospects with some of the noblewomen at court. They were debating whether it would be more profitable to marry me off to one of the high houses instead of saving me for the ducal line. No one thought to ask me what I wanted.
Annabella really was the worst.
A pawn at best. I felt so trapped, so lonely.
Rest it more after getting your Comic-Con tickets? Nice.
But I wasn't alone. You were there. Your hand in mine as we ran for those oaks. And I knew then, no matter what happened, I would be all right. I'll never forget that feeling.
And then... Oh no, we're still here. Oh, that's a nice shot. With Torgal napping.
Before we broke camp, the morning after the storm, do you know what I did?
No? What?
I slipped away from my governess to climb the tor. And from there I saw a sea of petals, all reaching for the sun. And I realized that no matter how terrible the night, dawn would always come. That you would always come for me. And you have. Again and again.
Where do you see us? When all this is over?
though. I think I've outgrown the twins.
Huh.
After everything we've been through, the realm just seems so small. I'll need some space to spread my wings.
To the great continent it is.
Then that's what you'll have. And I'll stop at nothing to see that you do.
Aww.
I never was much good at garlands, but it'll have to do.
I'll treasure it forever.
Thank you, Clive. For this, the flowers, for everything.
You're welcome.
It's exactly what I needed. You are my treasure.
We're still here?
We should probably be getting back. I expect the others are wondering where we are.
No, I actually have other things I want to do in Sandbreck. Can we just stay?
And we'll do it together.
Can we just stay here? I have things I want to do here. We just be melting our hearts here? Yep. Oh, I actually might want to put that one on. Snow Daisy Garland. What would I put it on instead of? In place of? Oh, good. Oh. Jill has joined Clive's party and will remain with him until departing for Origin. Alright. Defense by 30. Maybe that one. Right. Since we're here, let's go talk to Philippe. There's Joshua, and there's...
He'd have our coin. Our stock and us.
So you are content to abandon the...
Oh, hi, Sabine.
Please, I beseech you.
I beseech
If you're
you.
a true son of Northreach, you must fight to defend your home.
That's exactly what I am doing, milady. Or trying to, at least. The land is crawling with fiends, and someone has to keep watch.
Even when our true enemy is hiding in the garrison? Fine. You're not the only able-bodied man in Northreach. Thank you so much for your help.
Bye. Sabine's kind of annoying.
She cornered you too, then?
Could hardly get a word in edgeways. Like father, like daughter, eh?
She made an uninvited appearance at the Vale earlier, hoping to convince the Dame to join her in fomenting rebellion.
I bet that went well. Her ladyship seems to have a way with people. Anyway, what brings you here?
Our mutual friend thought you might welcome some help.
Oh, she did she? Right as always. In fact, you're just the man. We've had some reports, you see. Sightings of, you know what.
They're back.
Seems that way. All over, too. We haven't been able to confirm anything yet, but if you're willing, you could go and see what's what.
Right. Where should I look?
You know Grieger's Weep?
No.
One of the sightings places them somewhere on its shores.
I'm on my way.
Alright, let's
Thank
find
you,
out
Clive.
where Grieger's Weep is.
I'll look into one of the other sightings. Let's rendezvous back here later.
Grieger's Weep. Oh good, it's just right over there. Sweet. Going the right way? I am.
Damn it. The reports were true. I need to stop them before they get to the town.
I have something for everybody. Is there one over here? Oh, Torgal got him. Y'all having fun in there? Bouncing around? I'm gonna say that can't be it. Let's wait till more of them get closer. Oh, they're not gonna get closer. Alright, how about right here? You go. Was cool, Torgal in slow motion. Okay, so now we gotta go meet up with Philippe again.
Call that a test, Ultima?
Clive, it's me.
Oh, alright, he's coming to us. Even better.
You alright?
I am. But it seems the reports were true. The thralls have returned. I dispatched the few that I found, though.
Well, there's something, I suppose. But what were they doing south of town? They all came from the north last time. We might be able to fend off an attack from one side or the other, but from both?
Do you have eyes in the north?
Some. I should probably go and have a look, though, just to be sure.
I mean, I was there a
You
bunch.
head
I
back
haven't
to
seen any.
Northreach. I want you there just in case war breaks out while I'm away.
What do you mean?
Her ladyship's been busy working her magic on the townspeople, stirring up ill feeling towards her father. She'll have her marching on the barracks if we're not careful.
Come on, Sabine.
What? This is exactly what the Dane was afraid of. I'll do what I can to calm things down. Be careful out there, all right?
Don't worry, I'm not like you. One sniff of those things and I'm running back to town screaming blue murder.
I mean, I also have a couple, friends with me, so... who are more than capable of fighting those enemies. This seems like it could go very poorly.
Do you not see, Father? The people of Northreach have given enough, and only a fool would ask for more.
Listen to me, Sabine. Where would our people be without their country, hmm? The Empire is their sword and their shield. It is she that ensures they can live without fear. And now she teeters on the brink. Without their sword, how will the people fight? Without their shield, how will they protect their kin?
Face off.
Can the unarmed stand against the advancing hordes? No. But there is yet hope. A new shield, a new sword. A new empire.
We don't want a new empire.
We can rebuild Sandbreck, just as Great Grieger wills it.
Perhaps we could, Father. But we don't want to. Not if it is built on the broken backs of the people.
Please, let us not quarrel in the street. You must see that no good will come of this. Our fight is not with each other, but with the threat that draws ever closer to our gates. A threat that your sword has yet to rid us of, Your Eminence.
You will hold your tongue, whore! You may have filled my daughter's head with your heresy, but I will not be corrupted.
Corrupted? Your daughter's opinions are her own, as you would know if you had ever deigned to listen to
Guy really sucks.
At least I hope they are your opinions, and not posturing born of a family feud. Northreach deserves better than that.
Northreach deserves better than you, Carla.
Carla?
Yes, I know who you are. The slut of Twinside who bedded a Branded.
Jealous, are you? That a woman might choose a bearer over a pious man of Griega.
Clive!
I like that Clive is actually not doing anything.
Coming south from Oriflamme. Hundreds of them. Too many to count.
Oh, fuck. They've no work on the fortifications has scarcely begun. We will retreat to Caernarvon and there make our stand. Did you hear me? That was an order.
Nope.
While this is but a heartfelt plea, let us make our stand here and protect our homes. Protect those that we love. Together, for Northreach!
You heard the dame. What are we waiting for? Pikemen to the gates. Archers to the roofs. Quickly, come on!
But she is but a common
whore, yes. And we'd follow her to the gates of hell.
World's changing, my guy. Yeah, that fucking Duke sucks. Why is Isabel just standing there with her hand like
the men have their orders, and they look like following them. I got them spaced out at regular intervals. Whichever direction the thralls strike from, there'll be someone there to meet them.
Thank you, Philippe. Rest assured the people will play their part. The herbalist has donated her stock of medicines to me. Should any of your men be injured, take them to the Vale. We'll see to them there.
Thank you, milady. I will.
I'll play my part too. You still want for numbers. Unlike the enemy. I only hope I can go some way to evening the odds. Philippe, can I leave the south in your hands? I doubt the thralls by the lake were the last of their number.
Of course. I'll lead a party down that way so we don't get taken by surprise.
Time to go fight a
What
bunch of
about you?
ghosts.
I'll make my way up the road to Oriflamme. I fought a few of these things. And while I can't promise to hold them all back, I should be able to thin the herd.
All right. But take care.
Thank you. Both of you.
No problem.
You can thank us when it's over.
Till then, madame.
Actually, I need to go see a merchant first, if that's okay. Merchant's on the other side of the.
When the fighting begins, we can take refuge in the barracks.
South side of the wall.
And you're here to fight.
We're ready.
Merchant.
Tell us where you want us.
The more of us there are, the better chance we have of driving.
Where are the bastards?
Where are the bastards?
We'll start preparing
Excuse
poultices
me,
for the
pardon me.
injured. Do you see anything you like?
Yeah, I just need a few potions. And a
I
high
do
potion.
like a customer who knows what he wants. And a fine, fine day to you.
Dun 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 dun. North.
out with the wounded.
Okay.
Hopefully you won't have to.
I think now the serious music has stopped, and we're back to the normal.
There are so many of them.
That's
Not
fine.
for long.
Ooh, hi. You guys can have that. While they're all busy up in the tornado, we'll give them a little ice.
Is it over?
Okay, no, because the music hasn't stopped.
It's only just
Oh,
begun.
Hello. Oops. Alright, there, have a little ice. Ow. Nice. Clive, that was intense. Anyway, how about this nice, how about we walk through some meadows?
That looks to be the last of them. I wonder how the others fared. Better hurry back to town. Come on, Torgal.
All the main players are here. Can we just punch? Can somebody please just like punch the Duke just once? Just a nice punch.
And you. The road to Oriflamme is clear. How did you and your men fare?
Well, we ended up fighting for our lives down by the lake. Took a few nicks, but nothing the girls of the Vale can't put right.
Glad to hear it.
Well, it seems we've survived. For the time being, at least. I thank you both for answering the call.
You were right.
Of course we were. You're too stubborn and...
And I was wrong.
Shitty.
About everything. I had thought that the only way to unite the people was under the banner of Empire. That without a strong hand to guide them, they would drift apart. To be borne hither and yon by the eddying currents of fate. But you brought them together. Not by force, nor by the exercise of goddess-given authority.
Yeah, we don't do the whole theology bullshit.
By knowing what they feel, because you feel it yourself.
Feel what?
Our purpose was ever the same, Your Eminence. You were merely distracted by a loftier vision of empire and glory, while our eyes beheld matters closer to home.
You have the right of it again, as did you, Sabine. His radiance said it himself. Sanbreque is naught without her citizens.
Yeah, but he would have killed every one of them for what he wanted.
I forgot that. And I am sorry.
I'm sorry too, Father. I should never have taken things so far.
Wonder where you get that
I
from.
wanted you to understand how the people felt. How I felt. But my anger got the better of me.
Do not blame yourself, my dear. This was my doing. I should have listened to you. To all of you.
Your Eminence, your ladyship.
Alright, I take back he needs to be
you
punched.
Came here with the best of intentions. But I believe the same could be said of us all. We all want safety, security, prosperity. Not just for Northreach, but for the entire realm. And we may yet achieve it. If only we work together. Will you join us in this?
Yes. We shall.
Thank you, Your Eminence. Now that that is settled, I must go and see to the wounded. The Vale's doors are always open to any soldier in need of relief. And today there are more than ever before.
They're very using the word relief there was it's definitely a choice.
Madame Isabel is a rare soul indeed.
Might we see the Duke at the Vale?
In these dark times, I see that it is not men like me who should lead the realm, but women like her.
You're right. If only I'd listened to her when I had the chance.
Forgive me for saying so, milady, but you still do. The dame said it herself. We can turn things around. We just have to work together. And that goes for you, too. You're one of us now.
One of you?
Well said, Captain. Let this be a new beginning. Not only for Sanbreque, but for us.
Well, since there's nothing more to be done here, I should see if Isabel needs any help moving the wounded.
Can we get you anything?
Speak with Isabel. Alright. Going to speak with Isabel.
No need to worry any longer.
I mean, maybe a little worry is okay.
I saw several soldiers being carried to the Vale.
How goes the treatment of the wounded? I'll be happy to man one end of a stretcher if it would help.
You've helped quite enough for one day, Clive. Thank you.
Don't mention it.
Oh, but I must. After all you've done for this town, it is the very least you deserve.
Tell me, if Northreach had fallen, what would you have done? A woman of your means could find a home anywhere in the realm, but I sense you would rather have died here.
It's a long story.
Maybe one
For
day.
you, madame, I have all the time in the world.
Oh, alright.
Very well. Long ago, I had a life in the Crystalline Dominion. I was Carla then, courtesan to the nobility. So sought after was I that it was only they who could afford my time. Alas, those halcyon days were not to last. For naive as I was, I fell in love with a bearer. He was my master's guard, the gentlest man I have ever known. After they discovered us together, he was whipped bloody and forbidden from ever looking at me again. And so we fled. Not that we had anywhere to flee to. We wandered, aimless and starving, half dreading, half praying that the next day would be our last. Until we found ourselves here, in Northreach. It was the Vale that took us in, that fed us, clothed us, and healed our hurts. Those that could be healed, at least. My love was already too far gone.
He passed away.
He did. Not long after we arrived. But at least we were able to share a few moments of peace before the end. It was the greatest gift I have ever received. But the generosity of this town and her people did not end there. The men and women of the Vale supported me through my grief, shared in it, though I was still a stranger to them. They treated me like a sister. And so I swore that I would always do the same. That I would return the kindness that Northreach showed me. That I would repay my debt to the Vale.
Thank you, Isabel, for sharing this with me.
I mean, not... Some of it's really sad, but it's a nice story.
You're a lot like him, you know. Perhaps that is why I have such a soft spot for you. Never stop fighting, Clive. And I shan't either. I know that it will not be easy to keep Northreach together. But our efforts will be rewarded. Just look at us now. The people, the soldiers, even the Duke of Oriflamme and his daughter, all united in defense of this town that we have come to call our home.
Oops.
And what of you?
Did not mean to bump the mic.
Can we count on your support too?
Big stretch.
Always.
Orchard Callum. Okay. I think that clears up all of Sandbreck.